And now, a Studio 78 world premiere.
Hey guys, Tom from Optoma here, and welcome to GB200 Plus Part 2. Today I'm going to show you how to manually blend the images of two different projectors using the Optoma GB200 Plus processor. We're going to be using two computers, one for control and one for source, our Optoma GB200 Plus processor, two Optoma EH515 projectors, an Ethernet hub, and an HDMI splitter. To connect everything, we're going to need 5 HDMI cables, 3 LAN cables, and the appropriate power cords for all the respective gear. It really seems like I've said all this before. Must be a glitch in the matrix. Ah well, we have a bunch of connectivity to get through, so let's start with the source signal flow and then we'll move on to the control. Starting with the source computer, connect HDMI to the computer's output, then connect power in the other end of your HDMI cable to the HDMI splitter. Next, connect another HDMI cable from the output 1 of the splitter to one input of the GB200 Plus, and likewise from the output 2 of the splitter to the other input of the GB200 Plus. Then connect HDMI from the channel 1 output of the GB200 Plus to the input of Projector 1, and from the channel 2 output to the input of Projector 2. Okay, that takes care of the source signal flow. Now let's get into the control. Connect the first LAN cable from the RJ45 connector on your control computer to your Ethernet hub. Connect the second and third LAN cables to the hub and then to the channel 1 and channel 2 RJ45 connectors on the GB200 Plus. While we're here, let's set our IP addresses for channels 1 and 2 of the GB200 Plus. Alright, now that we have everything connected, let's open our GB200 software. Open the GB200 software, click File, and select New Blending. Select your resolution. Ours is 1080p. Make sure the correct input port is selected, and click Next. Here we set our horizontal blend area. Ours is about 35%. That should do. And Next again. On this next page, make sure our IP addresses match those of the GB200 Plus. And they do. Click OK. The software will now connect to the GB200's first channel and second channel. Then the software will open a dialog box asking us to name and save the project. We're going to name this one Manual Test 1 and click Save. Cool, click on the Warp tab, then click on both of the IP address icons at the bottom, and that will bring up the grid patterns for the warping areas on your projected image. The grid number slider determines how many points can be moved on the grid, and the pitch move slider determines by how much. Using the arrow keys on your keyboard, move your different grid points at the appropriate move pitches to shape your image. Continue to make adjustments until you have the right image shape and all of your lines in the blend area overlay each other and look as though they are one line. File, Save, and click Synchronize All. We get some cool psychedelic color flashing and the GB200 Plus will process our blend. And boom goes the dynamite. GB200 Plus manual edge blend done. That all seemed oddly familiar. Stay tuned for more videos and don't forget to visit us at OptomaUSA.com. I'm Tom from Optoma. Thanks for hanging out.